Hi guys, it's Chelly from Feeling Chelly Arts here, and it is finally time for the biggest adventure of the year for me. Let's head out to Närcon Summer. If you are new here, I am a Finnish convention and artist alley artist, and I mostly do vlogs of all of the events that I do both in Finland and abroad. If you're interested in that kind of content, please hit the subscribe button. Närcon is one of the biggest conventions here in the Nordics, and that just makes it even more exciting and stressful at the same time, especially since I have to travel very far for it, taking basically every possible means of transportation with the amount of luggage that I have. Since we are coming directly from Nekocon, I have very limited prep time for Närcon Summer. Basically, I've had to start packing, repacking, early this morning just to pack in time to catch the train tomorrow. Today is still Monday, the day after Nekocon, and I have 1.5 days of travel ahead of me, so I've had to kind of rush everything to get everything finished and to get on the train in time. Traveling always makes me super nervous. What if I lose my luggage? What if anyone steals anything from me? What if I don't catch the trains or the boat in time? All these kind of changing factors make it super stressful for me. But I know that the traveling is going to be so worth it. I really enjoyed Närcon Summer last year, and I do think that it's going to be really fun again this year. This year, instead of the artist alley, I will be sharing a vendor tent outside with a few Finnish fellow artists and vendors. That just means that this is going to be once again a completely new type of adventure. So buckle up and let's get going. Okay, good morning. It is the morning after Nekocon on Monday, and this is the state of my luggage right after Nekocon. Now it is the time to start packing for Närcon. Basically, I have to take some stuff out, put some new stuff in, so out with the old, in with the new. So I have this kind of fun puzzle here. We are trying to decide how to place all of the tables inside the tent. We are 3 artists with these huge tables, and we also need to fit kimono for life inside the tent, and it is becoming quite a difficult job to fit these huge tables. I even made this little mock-up where I can just move the tables around, and yeah, the tables are kind of too big for the space, but everyone should get equal size tables, so that is the reason why this is so difficult. And I think the group kind of decided to leave it to the setup time. When we have the tent and the tables already, it might be easier to decide on the final layout. I unfortunately will be arriving last of the group, so I will not have much say in the final result, but I trust that everyone will do the best they can with the space we have available. So it is already a new day, and today is the first travel day for me. I am heading out in just a couple hours, and my body is not ready for this. I'm kind of tired and stressed out, and yeah, I think I've maxed out all of my luggage, and now I just hope to survive all the way to Linköping. And yeah, I feel like I'm crazy for doing this once again, but let's just get going. I am giving one last scratch to both cats. Here is Mohi's scratches. And here are Noki's scratches. Good boy, Noki. The boys are clearly not wanting me to go. There's Mohi and here is Noki. Maybe he wants to join on the trip. Sorry, but you can't go. So I just got on the boat and I almost got to say so far so good. The train ride went well, I got to the docks just fine, and I got on the boat really easily with no problems, and I even found my cabin easily. The only issue is that the toilet of my little small cabin doesn't work, so now I have to go find some service person to actually fix my toilet, so or move me into another cabin. But I feel like there is always something with these cabins. This is quite an old ship, so you can expect all kinds of issues. I was kind of reminded of last year's trip when I saw the rain here in Helsinki. Last year we had nothing but sunshine for the entire trip. Now it is raining really hard, and I'm just happy that I can be inside for the boat ride. I hope that it doesn't rain in Närcon, but if it does, it is what it is. Now I go find someone to check on my toilet. Good morning. It is already Wednesday. I've had quite a pleasant stay here in the Ferry. I guess I have learned some things from last year. It had been a while since I took the ferry last year, and I was kind of nervous, but now this time I'm much more chill. I know kind of how things are gonna go, so it has been easier on me. If I want to use the internet, I have to be upstairs doing something else as well, and down here in the cabin I can basically just watch shows and kind of sleep. So with this kind of expectation, it has been easier on me. Last year it was kind of panic mode when I realized that the internet doesn't work down here. I did also get quite a good sleep last night. The cabin bed was decently comfortable. Of course, I got up at like 4 a.m. Swedish time, since I fell asleep so early, and I even napped in the train, so let's see how far my energy takes me this day. I was already up to eat breakfast, and the weather in Stockholm seems to be really crappy, so I hope it's not like that in Linköping, but at least we are covered by the tent for the duration of the event, and of course I just have to get there somehow. So with a couple more hours left to go, I'm just chilling. I want to watch some series, and then we are continuing the adventure in Stockholm. I just made it to Stockholm and it is surprisingly warm. I thought it was raining, but instead the sun is shining, so that is of course great. The taxi I took literally robbed me. It was super expensive, 400 crowns from Viking Line to Stockholm, which is crazy. Last year I paid 200 crowns, so it doubled in price for this year. Now I am waiting for the train. It sounds like some of my tent mates in Linköping have arrived or just about arriving, so they get to start setting up the tent, and I am excited and nervous at the same time. But yeah, for me personally, there are 2 more legs of this first trip. First, I have to take the train to Linköping and then 1 more bus to the university, and then I will have arrived. It's gonna take 4 more hours until I am there, but as I have made it this far, I think the rest of the trip will go well as well. It's kinda nice that it is actually sunny instead of rain. Okay, so I made it to Närcon and Linköping, and we are building a tent. Actually, there was some miscommunication, like a huge miscommunication about us having a tent or just a tent spot, so they had to actually run and get a tent for us, which is crazy. But now we are setting it up. Hope we set it up soon and then get to set up the tables. So I have made it to the hotel. It is 6:30, I believe, almost 7. And it has been quite a day. I ended up almost missing my train in Stockholm since they suddenly changed platforms and I had to run to the other platform. The train was so full of people and luggages that it was just a chaos, and in the train, during the train ride, I heard that there was no tent, so they had rented a tent spot, but nowhere did it say that it was just a tent spot without a tent. And so my fellows had to go and buy the tent and some tables as well. We knew that we weren't gonna have any tables ahead of time, but we didn't know that we don't have a tent. So they had a chaotic afternoon and they were already setting up the tent when I arrived. That was crazy. We also managed to figure out a way to set up the tables inside the tent and everyone seemed happy. Now we're just hoping that our tent doesn't fly away. We had to figure out some weights for it, and yeah, it was just a lot of things have happened. I was not wrong to say that Närcon is an adventure. Also, we kind of, or at least I feel like we kind of have gotten used to so good things with Finnish conventions. This would never happen in Finland. Everything would be organized, everyone would be communicating, even in the least communicative event that I have been to, basically Hanami, they still tell you what you get. Like it's really crazy. Someone would say that Närcon is such a big festival that they cannot keep tabs on everyone, but I feel like it's not possible for this to happen. Like, this is just such a grave miscommunication that this should not happen at a festival of this scale. This is like, I feel like this is an impossible level miscommunication. After everything, I was just too tired to care about taking my stock or anything else like that with me to the hotel, so I left it at the tent. I hope no one steals anything. I hope the tent stays in place. I hope tomorrow when we arrive at the venue, everything is how we left it tonight. Let's at least hope so. So now I need to find something to eat, and then I'll be off to Sleepland early tonight, and yeah, must take a shower before then, but for now, bye. See you tomorrow. Good morning. It is now the next day, and as you can see, the sun is shining on us. I hope that our tent has survived the night. Aside from that, I'm just super excited for today. I have some errands to run, some more things to fix on the table, and then I am pretty much ready for today and the week, and I'm just so ready to go. Exciting. It is once again an adventure. I hope the day goes well. Hope that we cover all of the costs, even the extra costs of the tent and the tables, and yeah, I just hope that it's gonna turn out to be a good weekend. At least for now, the weather is blessing us. Last year, each day was kind of slow, but the end result of the sales were really good, so I think that that is what's gonna happen this year again, but let's see how it goes. Okay, so the table is now pretty much ready. Now I have to run to the artist alley to drop off my stamp rally prizes and get the stamp cards. But this is a quick look of what it's like right now. We have now been open for about 30 minutes, and it has been a slow start for the day, and there have been some lookers and some who have definitely been interested in my products, but not a lot of buyers yet. We are now about 1.5 hours into the show, and it has gotten busier on the street, but not yet for me sales-wise. My neighbors are making sales, but not yet for me. Once again, I have run into the issue that people don't carry their cards and they are wanting to pay with Swish, which is not possible for me. But I hope that they bring their cards tomorrow. It is actually super bright outside, and it's kind of making my head ache a little bit and my eyes ache also, but I hope that I survive. It is now about 5:30, and it has been really slow, but a lot of people have been saying that they are returning tomorrow since it is the payday here in Sweden. And I have to say that our stamp rally has done quite nicely this weekend, and I have been stamping a lot more cards than I did in Nekocon, so that is a great sign. Good morning. It is now day 2 of Närcon, and oh god, I'm so tired. Yesterday the day was super slow the entire day, and we kind of decided to sell until there were no customers left, but we just had to like stop selling at like 9:30, and I was back at the hotel like 10:30. Waiting until the last minute kind of paid off since I did make a big sale at the really end, but I was still kind of like 250 euros short from last year's Thursday, so that kind of tells how slow it was yesterday. I do also remember last year being kind of slow for the Thursday. It is because the Swedes have a payday today. So now they have like more cash to spend, and since I have more expensive items, they kind of made a purchase list yesterday, and now they're coming to buy today. At least that's what I hope is going to happen, and that's what happened last year. I am somehow feeling really old today. I feel like my body is breaking down. Of course, my feet are sore from standing all day yesterday. We only have one chair between the three of us. Also, I did not sleep very well last night. There is so many things going on around in my head that I just slept like 6 hours. And I am up way too early also. And yeah, I can just feel like my back is hurting a bit, and I have these bruises from dragging my luggage all around, and yeah, I just hope that today is a better day sales-wise. I did, however, enjoy yesterday the little triangle that we have. The other artists are really fun to be around. We could joke around in Finnish, and even though there were low points in sales, it was still quite a fun day. Also having Catalina from Kimono for Life being there is also such a blessing that we are not doing this all alone. Next up, I'm gonna be heading out to breakfast and hoping to start the day with a better note. Looks like I might have gotten some sunburn yesterday, so today I put on even more sunscreen. Hope I don't burn again today. Also, I'm running kind of late, so have to hurry. At least I can say that the weather is really nice again today. No need to worry about rain being outside. The table is still the same as yesterday. Aside we sold the Attack on Titan tote bags. We still have some prices left for the stamp rally, and aside from that, it is pretty much the same. I really hope that we sell some pillows today, because I cannot be taking home all of this filling. So let's hope we do that. The day could not have started any more differently than yesterday. We are 20 minutes into opening, and we already made more sales than in 2 hours yesterday, so that is great news, of course. And it's super windy, so everything is falling down. Hopefully the wind quiets down a bit or something, so that we don't have to hold on to our tables for the entire day. It is now 2:30, and it has been, oh no, it's almost 3 o'clock already. So it has been better today sales-wise. It's just really windy, things are flying around, so holding on to dear life. Also, the wind is hurting my eyes, so if I don't wear my sunglasses, it's gonna hurt my eyes. It is now about 7 p.m. and we have surpassed yesterday's sales, which is of course great. We still have more time to make some more sales, but the most important update I just want to make is that this community is just really special. Everyone seems to be on great mood, everyone is complimenting each other, and Yeah, I just really enjoy it here, even though the sales are kind of slow. I have gotten so many trades and so many freebies. They are all so cute. I really like the fact that the badges this year are plastic. My badge last year broke after the first day, and this one is holding on much better. We are about to close soon, and it is so cold that I have to kind of dance around here to keep myself warm. But yeah, soon we close. It's 9:30. Good morning. It is now day 3, so the last day of the convention, and even though it promised us really cloudy, maybe with a bit of rain kind of weather, it is actually sunny again. The sky is quite cloudy, but right now the sun is shining, so I'm feeling really positive about the day. Yesterday, the biggest issues we had the whole day was the huge amount of wind. It almost knocked down a fellow artist's table entirely for like hours of the show, so they had to be holding it up. And also it made the day actually really chilly, even though it was supposed to be really warm, so that was also an issue. And luckily, since my table is inside the tent, it didn't quite get the worst of the wind. I did, however, have to hold it down just to be safe a few times, so maybe the inside spot wasn't the best for like footfall, but it was the best for fighting against the elements, I guess. The wind also made it really chilly, so today my voice is a bit, or the throat is a bit hoarse, but I think it will settle itself during the day. I am actually a bit sad that I do not have the time to enjoy the festival itself. It seems like a lot of fun. All of the attendees are in such a good mood. Everyone is just so chatty, and people are trading everything. Like I have gotten so many freebies from people, and I have also given freebies or gifts myself, and it's just really fun. And yeah, I kind of wish that I could experience it more as a visitor as well. So I think the tactic of some of my table neighbors basically is really good, that they are sharing the table, sharing the days. One of them is selling on Friday and Saturday, and one of them was selling on Thursday, and the other table neighbor has a lot of helpers, so that they also get to enjoy the festival. I just think if I'm too old to just do a con for the con itself, or is it like, do I know what to do if I don't sit behind the table? So we did get a lot of gifts, and one gift that I forgot to mention is here. I got a birthday present from Catalina from Kimono of Life. Thank you for that. I have already snacked on the chocolate yesterday, since actually my snacks or the food that I had taken with me for the convention was actually rotten or spoiled. The whole burrito that I had bought was like purple, and I know it's not supposed to be like that, and I didn't film it yesterday, but I just had to throw it away quickly. It was it didn't actually smell, but I think it wasn't safe to eat, so I rather did not take the chance with it. I have kind of easily upsettable stomach, so I have to be really mindful of what I eat during conventions. So I tend to go for safe foods, because if I don't, it might get really bad for me. So this is actually something I haven't talked about before, but yeah, so I don't usually eat the convention foods I take my own foods that I know will keep me alive and out of the restroom basically. And yeah, I also have to leave my hotel today since it is the last day of the convention and I am already today heading out to Stockholm. I am staying a few days with my cousin, so I am getting like a all expenses paid holiday at the same time. All expenses paid because I have covered the costs here at the convention, and yeah, I hope that today is still a good sales day and we get even a bit more sales. But if we make anything similar to the days before, I will be really happy. So let's get going for the last day. We are now open and I have a taiyaki, so I am happy. Taiyaki is actually my husband's favorite Japanese treat, so sad to not be able to treat him to it. It is still super windy today and the wind is blowing dust on everything, or kind of sand, so everything it has this strange cover of dust. People have also surprisingly lost a lot of stuff at our booth. Yesterday we found a plushie and today an iPod, I think, and then some migraine pills. We're trying to now find a panda who could take them back to Lost and Found. So we had a little bit of rain, so we pulled in the others' tables in a bit, and now we are even more cramped. At least we have just a little bit of the event left. The weather is getting worse, even I got some rain on my face, and the wind is intensifying. I hope that we don't get any kind of storm here. Sales-wise, the day has been pretty similar to the other ones. I am pretty happy with how it has gone, and I can pack in a couple hours with peace of mind. The dust and sand in everything is kind of nasty, so I have to figure out how to get it off of my stuff. I took some of the stamp rally prizes from last weekend with me here. Since that stamp rally didn't do so well, I have been gifting them out to cosplayers and fans of these characters, and I have made some people happy, and I think I'm gonna continue doing that from now on. So if you like Gita or Amo, just let me know and you might just get one of these. So we are now officially out of our stamp rally prizes because of an error. I am left with 2 extra pins. I wanted to keep one for myself, and there's 2 more here with me. I have no way to transport them to my stamp rally partners with the rest of the prizes at the artist alley, so I am stuck with these now. Maybe I will figure out later what to do with them. I am just super happy that I had this successful experience of a stamp rally right after the failed one. I have learned so much from these experiences, and I think I'm gonna do them in the future as well. Just have to consider them a lot more, and now I've learned that you can actually give so many more stamp cards out, and you don't need actually as many prizes since not everyone is going to complete it. And yeah, just I think I'm gonna do them again in the future someday. Just have to be more considerate of how and when. Okay, we figured it out. Someone is coming to pick them up and they are going to the rightful owners, my stamp rally partners. Yay, I'm so happy that they go to the right homes. So I traded a charm to these 2 funny patches. I know my husband can appreciate them. I might just give them to him. Let's take one last look at the table before I have to take down the setup. The shaker keychain sold really well. I'm almost out. Same with the lanyard keychains. They did really well. I have actually sold a little bit of everything this weekend, so I am super happy. Even the tote bags did really well, and yeah, so that's about it. So here is the last look of the table. We say goodbye. It has now been about 2 weeks since Närcon ended. I stayed a few days in Stockholm with my relatives after the show was over, and also I have been traveling here in Finland, so it took a while for me to get to recording this final part of the vlog. But now let's talk about how the event went. I have to say that it was quite a crazy adventure. The travel is always the stressful part, but there was also this kind of crazy chaos with not having the tent at first, and then getting the tent, and also with the placement of the tables, and then also the wind that was blowing everything down, and especially on Saturday the weather was not as great, and we were kind of too hot at first and then freezing the next moment, and yeah, it was just a lot of stress, but luckily we all survived. Aside from all the chaos, I think it was a great event. I really like the community at Närcon. It is something really special. The fact that all the attendees are not only in great mood, but also kind of willing to share and trade and that kind of stuff, and I feel like I could also enjoy the festival even though I was stuck behind the table the entire time. And of course I would have loved to experience it even more, but at least I got to see it a lot, even within the tent and from behind my table. The stamp rally that we did this time around did really well, and we were luckily able to give out all of the prizes. I think there were some issues, how people had really hard time finding me. A lot of people thought I was inside, and also some people did not notice my table inside the tent, so there was some kind of miscommunication kind of thing happening with that, but at least most people found me and we got all of the prizes given out. So unfortunately, sales-wise, the event was not the best for me. It was quite slow, but luckily there is 3 days of sales time, so it just slowly collects. And this year we made about 700 euros less than last year, so about 3,800 in total sales. And while it might sound good, the costs are super high to attend this convention, so next year I might have to consider if it is worth all of this stress. Cost-wise, this is my second most expensive convention, so all of the travel within Finland, within Sweden, the boat ride, also having to take a taxi from the docks to the train station, the accommodation, buying a table, buying the spot to take part in the tent. Overall, it's just, I think, more than the event is worth. If it wasn't for the people, sales-wise, it is not worth it, but just to enjoy the event. I felt like my sales were affected by a few factors. First, my location within the tent. I wanted to be kind of protected from the outside elements, and that just means that I was inside the tent and people did not notice me so well. Luckily, I did not get any rain on me. I did not get the worst of the wind either. So that was the plus side of being inside the tent, but of course my sales kind of suffered. People just did not see me at first glance as they could see my fellow artists. The second thing that I noticed was the fact that people said that they had already purchased from me last year, so it's clear to me that I need to bring more new products to this show. People still remember what they already got from you and do not care to get the same stuff again. So I have to be mindful in the future if I do this event again. One more thing that I have to mention about my display. I know that it is super full of so many characters and it can be kind of chaotic. So that just means that if people are just browsing quickly, they will have a hard time seeing the characters that they might exactly be looking after. And not everyone is interested in stopping and digging for their favorites, so that might also affect my sales. Overall, I did really enjoy this event and I would love to do it again sometime in the future, possibly in the artist alley or even an outdoor tent like this year. I'm not making any promises for next year, but I am definitely keeping an eye on the event for the future. If you like this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe, and check out all of my other socials down below. Next up for me is the biggest event of the year, so it is finally time for Tracon, and I hope to see you guys there. For now I say bye.